Your net worth tells you how healthy your financial life is, and I check my net worth on a quarterly basis, and it is the beginning of quarter 3, so it's time to figure out where I stand right now. Hi, I'm SHANA of the Wealth Vibe, and I create videos to help you eliminate debt, grow your income, and build wealth. And I think it's super important to track your net worth because it shows you how well you are doing towards reaching your financial goals. And one of my financial goals is to have a positive net worth. As of quarter 2, I had a negative net worth. And to be honest, I probably still have a negative net worth. But what I want to see with this is seeing progress towards building up wealth. And I hope to encourage you to do the same by tracking your own net worth and having a good idea what your financial picture is like. If you are trying to make progress towards building your wealth and improving your net worth, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so we can get started and see where I stand. And then I hope that you're going to be doing the same at home as well. So here on the screen, I'm showing the template that I use to track my net worth from quarter to quarter. So as you can see, in quarter 2, my net worth was a negative $41,248. So here I have up all of my assets and all of my debts for quarter 3, and we're gonna see exactly what the value of those items are, because I have those accounts pulled up, and we're gonna go account by account and see what it is, and then hopefully I'm making progress towards a positive net worth. So we're gonna start off with Acorns. So that is the first asset that I have. Acorns is a micro financing app or micro investing app that allows you to basically keep the change from anything that you purchase using your credit or debit cards. And basically you link up your bank account, and then Acorns keeps track of your transactions, and they will see if you have any change left that you can be using to invest on their platform. So for example, if you buy an item for $4.25, they'll round that up to $5 and then take the 75 cents and then invest that for you. And you can pick out plans that you want to use to invest, and I use it, casually to invest money. And if you're interested in checking out the Acorns app, they actually have a promotion going on right now that if 5 of my friends join, I believe we get $200 or something like that. I'll have the information down in the description box if you're interested. Okay, so let's go into my Acorns account and see what the value of that account is. So here's my Acorns account, and as you can see here on the screen, it shows that your invest account value is $387.02. So that's how much I have in net worth with Acorns. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this value down into the spreadsheet. Okay, and so now the second asset that I have is a Betterment IRA. So one of the financial goals that I had set for 2019 was to max out my IRA for the year. And as an individual person, the law allows me to contribute up to $6,000 for the year of 2019. And so up until this point, I had been investing about $500 a month in order to reach that goal. And so I've been making pretty good progress. But let's see what Betterment says about this. And also, just to give you an idea about Betterment, Betterment is another app, some people call it a robo-advisor, and basically it makes investing pretty easy for you. You can open up your IRA. They have other types of investment accounts as well that you can use with them, but I use it for the IRA. If you are interested in checking out Betterment, I'll have a link down in the description box. They have an offer where they'll provide you investment advice for a few months if you use my referral link. And it usually comes with a price tag to get, individual one-on-one advice, investment advice. So this is a really good deal. But if you're not interested in that, that's fine, because using Betterment is totally free. So let's go over to the Betterment platform and see what the account value is as of today. Okay, so this is my Betterment account, and you can see right here that I have $5,197.61 in this account. And remember, this is from the 2018 year and the 2019 year, and so I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down this number into the table. Okay, so the next account that I have is actually a 403B, and I have down 401k here. It's not actually correct. The reason why it's actually a 403B is because the company that I was previously working for, they were a nonprofit, and nonprofits tend to have 403Bs instead of 401ks, which are usually for-profit corporations. And so I'm going to actually change that here just so that it's like accurate. So 403B. And so the company that I was previously working for, they would contribute up to 10% of your, or they would, contribute up to 10% of your income towards your IRA if you contributed 2%. And so that didn't start until 3 months of working. But what I actually did was, since my second paycheck, I started contributing 2% because I wanted to maximize the amount of time that I could have, investing. And it was really important for me because as a 32-year-old, this was the first job that I ever had that actually provided one of these accounts for me. So I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to invest in this account. So let's see where my 403B account stands right now. And I also have some decisions to make about what I'm going to do with this account, if I'm going to roll it over into my IRA, or I don't know. I'm going to think about it a little bit more, but as of right now, we're just going to check what the value is and see where my net worth stands. So let's go over to that account. So I have that account with TIAA. And so you'll see here that the total balance is $258.25. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write down $258.25 into the table for my assets. Okay, so the next account that I have is with Robinhood. So I will be honest with you, I haven't really done much with this account yet. All I did was open up an account. They gave me a free stock. I bought the free stock, and that was pretty much it. I have not looked at it yet at all. And so we're gonna go take a look at it and see what that value is at. But I will say that if you are interested in checking out Robinhood, they do give you a free stock if you use the link down in my description box. And I believe you can choose any stock that you personally want to buy with that offer. So I'm going to check out what my account value is with Robinhood. So let's see. So with Robinhood, my account value is $7.09. So obviously that's not a lot of money, but it's better than zero, right? It's more money than I had starting off. And then I see that a few people did actually use my referral link at some point. And so I actually have 2 free stocks here that I can claim. So I might have a little bit more money, in a couple days. But as of right now, it's $7.09. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that down right now. Okay. So as you know, I recently paid off my car. I have a 2016 Honda Civic, and I recently paid it off in May. Or actually, the payment went through and everything in June, like the first week of June or the first few days of June. And so I don't owe anything on that car anymore. And so the value of the car is exactly how much I have in assets, And so that's really exciting right now for me. I pulled up the private party sale value of my 2016 Honda Civic on Kelley Blue Book, and it says that the private party range is from $14,000 to about $15,000. But I'm gonna take the midpoint of that and use that as the value of my car. And so I'm gonna write down $14,897. So those are all of my assets, and that leaves me with $20,746 in assets. So in terms of assets, my assets have only gone up about $300 from the last quarter, and that seems to be because my car lost a lot of value between last quarter and then this quarter. So it is what it is. But one thing that I do want to discuss with you all is about cash and whether that should be included in your net worth. So in previous videos, people have commented and asked me about my emergency fund or the amount of cash that I have in my checking and savings account. And personally, I don't include that in my net worth because I feel like they're earmarked for certain purposes. For example, I have sinking funds for my car insurance. I have sinking funds for travel. And I know that some people tend to include that in their net worth because it's cash that they have available. I also have a couple thousand in an emergency fund as well. And I also have a couple thousand in my checking account. And between all of those different things, between emergency fund, sinking funds, and also checking account funds, I have several $1,000s that I could technically put into my net worth, but I feel like they are set aside for a purpose. Like I'm going to be spending them at some point. And especially right now when it comes to the emergency fund, I potentially might need to tap into that, but hopefully a few things are seeming to be working out for me in my favor. So, you know, keep praying for me, y'all. But things seem to be working out in my favor that hopefully I won't have to touch my emergency fund, but there is probably a likelihood that I might have to. So in my opinion, I don't like to include those things in my net worth, but if I did, I mean, at the end of the day, my net worth would still be negative because I don't have that much cash on hand to bring my net worth to a positive value. But drop down in the comment section and let me know what you do. Do you include the cash that you have on hand in your net worth? So now we're gonna go check out my debts. As of right now, I have only one debt and I've paid off today about 50% of all of my debts. I started with $108,000 of debt, and now the only debt that I have remaining is my student loan. And I have all of my student loans through one service provider, and that is My Great Lakes. So now we're gonna go over to their website and check out how much I owe to them. So this is my account summary of all of my student loans. So my account summary is $56,241.37. And as you might also know here, that my student loans are in deferment as of right now, so I don't actually have to pay anything yet until October 2019 will be my first payment. And actually that'll only be for a portion of my loans and not all of them, because I do have a grace period for about 2 of the loans that are held within this My Great Lakes account. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that down into my spreadsheet and see where my net worth stands. So 56,241. So between last quarter and this quarter, my net worth has increased by about $6,000. So I'm getting closer and closer to being at zero net worth and getting closer to being positive. So you can see the trajectory here in this little table that I have. But you see that trajectory, you see the line going up, okay? So I'm really happy about that. If you're interested in this template that I use, I actually have it over at Etsy. So you can check out the link up in the cards or down in the description box to take you to this template that I use. And basically, it's not just this net worth. It actually provides you budgeting sheets, cash flow calendars, cash flow plans, annual budgets, and everything that you need to have a good idea of what your financial life is like. So go ahead and check that out in my Etsy shop. And I hope that you are staying on top of your net worth, and I hope that you're also seeing progress with you. If you need help with some of the things that will bring you to a positive net worth like budgeting, I have some videos that I'll link here that will help you with getting control of your income. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell.